Sister wives Kody and Robyn caught cheating. Property embezzlement plot caught in court. All documents returned to Janelle and Meri. Hello friends, welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I am Olivia, and hope you are well by God's grace. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Sister wives Robyn Brown accused of scamming fans. Sister Wives star Robyn Brown has been accused of scamming fans. This is not the first time that it has happened, and it likely won't be the last. So, what exactly did Kody Brown's last remaining wife do? Sister Wives had returned for the back end of season 19. Not everyone was thrilled to see Kody and Robyn Brown back on their screens as they proceeded to flaunt how much they love each other. As per usual, Robyn shared how disappointed she was at how the plural family fell apart. Furthermore, she added that there are so many misconceptions about her among the other wives. Yet, she maintained that she was always supportive and only wanted the best for them. No one really believed what she was saying, as her actions proved otherwise. Robyn has not just hurt the family, but she has also hurt and scammed fans. Early in the show's run, Robyn created My Sister Wife's Closet, a jewelry line to reflect the family and their values. Meri Brown was by her side, but wanted to return to school, so she exited. It lasted a few more years, but eventually, it went radio silent. Over the last year or so, the company seems to be picking up steam again. However, as seen on the Sunday, April 20th episode, Robyn is not honoring her orders. Meri received emails about unfilled purchases and became a go-between, doing crisis control. Robyn Brown did not seem to care about what was happening and blatantly stated that the site had been down. Yet every so often, a sale comes through, and she claimed she did not see them. Additionally, the Sister Wives star noted that people will pay, and instead of disabling their carts, she just lets them go through. Then, angry customers want to know where their order is. This was discussed before Meri brought it up on the show, as one fan was waiting 6 months and getting nothing. They just wanted their money back. My Sister Wife's Closet was Robyn Brown's brainchild. It was noted that more pieces had been added during moves since she would likely find more inventory. Still, Robyn did not seem to think she actually had to send out any orders that were placed or pay attention to them. When Sister Wives fans saw this, they immediately were up in arms. Some felt that Meri Brown and Jen Sullivan brought up the angry customer email on camera to expose Robyn. Others just called her a grifter and believed she wanted to scam fans. She's a grifter and steals everything for herself. So she's openly admitting she's scamming people? Wow. Something is seriously wrong with her. One noted that what she is doing is theft and illegal. Another questioned why Robyn Brown was still paying for site hosting if she had no intentions of doing the work. Finally, a few people just think she's not that smart. Kody and Robyn Brown slammed for celebrating amid Garrison's death. Sister Wives stars Kody and Robyn Brown were slammed for celebrating amid Garrison Brown's death. The son of Kody and Janelle passed away in March 2024. Yet, it appears that it did not affect the couple's lives whatsoever. Sister Wives returned for its mid-season premiere on Sunday, April 20th, and fans were ready to go. The mid-season finale ended with Janelle Brown relocating to North Carolina. She and her daughter, Maddie Brown Brush, had bought over 150 acres of land and were embarking on a new journey. Christine Brown Woolley and her husband, David, were along for the ride. As for Kody and Robyn Brown, they were mourning the possible loss of Coyote Pass. Between the time that the finale and premiere were filmed, Garrison Brown passed away. This was evident as Janelle mentioned him in the finale, but he was left out of the premiere. Janelle stated she was leaving Savannah, Garrison, and Gabe behind when she initially left Flagstaff. Yet, when she arrived in North Carolina, Garrison was not mentioned when she referenced her kids. Following that, Kody Brown baptized his daughter, Aurora. Then, he and Robyn Brown went out with their kids for a celebratory baptism lunch. They were laughing and smiling, discussing how they were soulmates, not a care in the world. However, it appears that Aurora was baptized in May 2024, just 2 months after Garrison took his own life. There was not a trace of pain or sadness in Kody's eyes. After seeing this scene and learning the timeline of how soon it was after Garrison died, Sister Wives fans were livid. The fact that Kody and Robyn Brown could so easily go on with their lives was disturbing. Furthermore, it hit hard that he was with one side of his family and ignoring the pain of his other children and ex-wives. Had it not been a hot minute, viewers would have solely taken offense to Kody and Robyn's obnoxious gushing. That has since changed, and with good reason. Once it was revealed that the baptism and celebratory dinner happened just 2 months after Garrison's death, Sister Wives fans were done. They were over Kody and Robyn Brown and immediately began bashing them for being so insensitive. Yes, lives need to go on after a tragedy, but there is a fine line between mourning and completely ignoring a situation. Just when you think Kody can't get more despicable, he proves us wrong. The fact that Kody would shoot a scene like this and act like his life is all beer and Skittles so shortly after his son had died speaks volumes about this narcissistic. He's disgusting. I had the feeling that Garrison had already passed. These people have no shame. They are soulless mates, perfect for each other. It had been known that the Brown family wanted Garrison removed from the season after he passed. However, fans had hoped it would be acknowledged in some capacity. Aside from a blip at the beginning of season 19, it has not even been a factor. Then add in Kody and Robyn parading their love and family at a lunch, and it was the icing on the cake. Kody Brown reveals ex-Kody Brown pressure his wives about their appearance. Sister Wives Kody Brown is opening up about the pressure she says ex-Kody Brown put on his wives regarding their appearance. The TLC star looked back on the insecurity she felt in her marriage to Kody and her fellow sister wives Janelle Brown, Meri Brown, and Robyn Brown during Sunday's mid-season premiere. He liked makeup. It was like, you had to always look nice, Kody told husband David Woolley. We'd go camping and Janelle and I would be sitting there busting our butts getting breakfast made, cleaning up the mess, and honestly, Robyn would be doing her makeup forever and doing our kids' hair and doing her hair and making sure everybody looked good. She continued. And then, Kody would sit there and praise how they looked when we'd been sweating and slaving over the freaking food and cleaning up the campsite. I think it's probably the reason why I hated camping so bad. Robyn, who is now Kody's only wife after Kody, Janelle, and Meri, all left their plural marriages in 2021 and 2022, remembered the camping trip a little differently. The one time we went camping, I was 6 months pregnant and I got sick a lot, she said in a confessional, claiming she spent the night barfing my guts up outside my tent on my hands and knees, and was just trying to hurry and get ready for the day. Meri confirmed that Kody did have a high bar for his wife's physical appearance, however. Kody's always wanted people around him to look good, she told the camera. I remember when he and I were first dating. He would take me out and buy outfits because he wanted me to look good. That said, I didn't ever really feel like that. Kody agreed that Kody put pressure on her to look good and to make sure her hair and makeup were done. No wonder I was constantly wondering and constantly insecure because, as much as I was comparing, he was also comparing all the time, she said. Robyn Brown reveals sad reasons sister wives fell apart. Kody worries about their marriage. It can't be easy to be part of a multi-partner relationship. In a country where many struggles to hold onto one marriage, the Browns of Sister Wives fame held onto 4 of them for as long as they could. In the latest episode, Kody Brown's lone remaining wife, Robyn, shared why she thinks things might have fallen apart when it comes to her former sister wives Kody, Janelle, and Meri. All 3 of them left the relationship within a 13-month span from November 2021 to January 2023. Robyn thinks it was fundamental issues breaking down that led to the ultimate collapse of their shared union. I felt like when the family was together, there was unfair fighting that was happening, she said on the latest episode of TLC's long-running reality show. The unfair came in how communication had collapsed, that it felt more like their arguments became more about scoring points or hurting the other than actually reaching resolution or compromise. Hitting below the belt, jumping to conclusions, name-calling, that is a big part of the family falling apart, she said. There was just so little trust with each other. Thinking about the way the family seemed to be squaring up against one another, she asked, if you're sitting there constantly using that scoreboard against each other, what are you, enemies? The big issue, she feels, came down to jealousy. There has been much speculation that the first wives grew jealous of the attention Kody devoted to Robyn, who was the last of the four. This reached a fever pitch when he opted to legally divorce first wife Meri in 2014 and wed Robyn, so that he could legally adopt her children from before their union. Meri and Kody had first married in 1990 legally. He would then go on to spiritually marry Janelle in 1993 and Christine the following year. Robyn joined the expanded family with a spiritual marriage in 2010. Christine also admitted to letting jealousy rise in the marriage. Robyn was up on this pedestal and the rest of us were just lacking. I felt like I was lacking in that relationship, she said, noting that she believes Kody too was comparing his wives, leading them to compare one another as well. Kody's ex said that her own insecurities about how Kody treated Robyn differently, based on her perception, from his other wives led to her rising jealousy. She said she felt at the time like everything Robyn had in her home was better, while she was left with scraps of time, scraps of stuff. Kody denied this notion though, saying, when a relationship is united, you don't tend to keep score as much because you've got a cloak of charity to put over this person that you love. Nevertheless, what followed was the slow decline of what the family believed was a strong, healthy polygamous marriage through their faith, which has left Robyn feeling bad, as none of the Brown children have followed them into their church, a sect of the Mormon Church that encourages polygamy. I do feel like we failed, she said on the show. We weren't working on our jealousy as much as we should have been. I feel like everybody was looking out for themselves rather than like, oh, how can we build up this group and how can we make a bigger, better whole? She also said she thinks the family lost sight of their own faith, adding, we weren't including God enough. This is such a complicated, challenging way of life. You have to include God, she continued. There were a lot of things that I saw that I'm like, we're screwing up here. While she may feel like they failed as a polyamorous unit, Robyn does feel that maybe she and Kody are finally starting to figure it out as a monogamous couple, after a rough period following the exits of the other spouses. Kody, though, admitted that he still struggles with what's left of his family, and struggles with where Robyn's feelings have landed. After all, she came into a large polyamorous relationship with the intention of being the fourth wife, not necessarily the one and only. It goes through your mind once in a while. Hey, do these divorces devalue me to her? I've been left. Do you still want me the same way? Kody admitted. As they left, they stole some of my confidence and I'm vulnerable and I'm a fool. But Robyn is feeling like they're finally finding their way. Kody and I have done a lot of work to make sure our relationship survived all the splits, she said, emphasizing that despite what happened, the splits didn't make him less valuable to me. That's not how I feel at all. The issue wasn't that his other wives had left him, she explained. It was how he was behaving toward the one who stayed. What I struggled with was how he was treating me, and how he was acting, she explained. The Kody she first fell in love with, though, is starting to come back, now that some time and healing have both happened. I feel like Kody's coming back out of it, Robyn said. I'm just proud of us for surviving it. As for whether or not they might open up their marriage to polygamy again, Robyn was hesitant, saying she'd need a guarantee that it would go well and she could have a positive relationship with whoever joins the union. Kody, though, seemed pretty certain that he was done with that chapter of his life, saying in an episode last December that polygamy kills emotional intimacy. It makes everybody defensive, and I really want an emotionally vulnerable, intimate relationship with a woman, he explained. And you're not going to get that in polygamy. Cleopas has been a source of contention ever since the Brown family bought the land. The Sister Wives clan had the perfect setup in their cul-de-sac back in Las Vegas. But naturally, Kody Brown had to stir the pot and force a move to Flagstaff, AZ, after Robyn Brown said she wanted to be closer to her son. The women were then scattered across the city and in separate homes. Even if they still believed in polygamy at that point, there was no hope of keeping their one big happy family together, as the women learned they could live and thrive on their own. After years of turmoil, news was revealed that Coyote Pass had officially passed into new ownership. The U.S. Sun reported the end of the era as all of the Sister Wives stars officially have no more claim over the land. The outlet noted that the 14-acre Flagstaff property, which was purchased in 2018 for just $820,000, had been sold for $1.5 million. For viewers, Sister Wives fans have watched the Browns try to decide what to build. In the first few years, the family just spent time playing in the mud puddles. Kody eventually presented the idea of one big family home like they had in Utah. But Christine Brown, Janelle, and Meri Brown were not in support. The family never broke ground on any of the 5 planned houses. They just couldn't get their act together. The land became a great source of contention. For years, they struggled to pay off their loan, with Kody choosing to put the family money into other endeavors. But in June of last year, they finally scraped enough money so Coyote Pass wasn't taken from them by the bank. The only Brown to ever live on Coyote Pass was Janelle Brown. She bought a luxury RV and stayed out on the family-owned land for 1 year. However, Janelle, like the rest of the wives, never fully put down roots. From the beginning, ownership wasn't split evenly amongst the spouses. There were 2 smaller parcels and 2 larger parcels. Unsurprisingly, Kody was the part owner of all 4 parcels. But the land had been split into 5 plots so Kody could build his own home. In 2024, Christine sold her parcel back to Kody for $10. Viewers have watched Janelle and Meri fight for what was rightfully theirs. The outlet shared that at the time of sale, Janelle, Kody, Meri, and Robyn were the final owners. The property records showed that Kody and Robyn owned one of the 2.42-acre plots, while Meri and Janelle each owned 50% of the other. For the 3rd and 4th parcels of land, the records showed that Meri and Janelle each owned 25%, while the couple owned 50%. Shortly before the sale, the outlet reported there was a land feud between the family, but the parcels were transferred leading up to the sale. 2 of the parcels of land were transferred from grantors Kody and Robyn to grantees Kody, Robyn, Janelle, and Meri on March 27, 2025. And as for the 3rd parcel, Kody and Janelle are listed as the grantors transferring the land in Janelle and Meri's names in the amount of $10. Since divorcing Kody, all 3 of his first wives have fled Flagstaff for greener pastures. Christine moved back to Utah, where she is now settled and married. Janelle relocated to North Carolina. The mother of 6 is thriving and living with her daughter, Maddie Brown, as they start their new farming venture. Even Meri is doing better now that she's moved back to Utah to run her B&B. As for Kody, he is still happily married to Robyn, and both currently reside in Flagstaff. They recently sold their mountain home in November for $1.7 million. Their house was featured on the TLC show often as well. And it looks like Kody is putting down roots. He and Robyn purchased a 6-bedroom, 7-bathroom home through their trust, the Whitestone Trust, for $2.1 million in October. The second half of season 19 is gearing up, and Sister Wives fans already know Kody will be cranky that his former wives are doing so well. Sister Wives star Kody Brown shockingly reveals if Robyn is his soulmate after tense public outing and Coyote Pass drama with Janelle and Meri. In an exclusive preview of Sister Wives, Kody Brown discussed whether Robyn Brown is his soulmate. He was previously in a polygamous relationship with Robyn, Meri, Janelle, and Christine. Kody wanted to build a big family but didn't treat all his wives equally. He preferred spending time with Robyn, which caused his other wives to feel pushed away. However, Kody is now struggling to find peace with his new monogamous life with Robyn and has difficulty accepting his 3 divorces. Recently, Kody and Robyn were spotted looking unhappy during an outing, sparking rumors that their marriage was in trouble. Kody has been quite transparent about his relationship struggles with Robyn. According to a preview posted by E! News, Kody shared more of his thoughts in the mid-season premiere of Sister Wives, revealing whether he considers Robyn his soulmate. Kody said in a confessional, "I'm a fool for my woman, I love her." While speaking to his children, he added, "I'll be really honest with you. I didn't know that mom was my soulmate when I married her." Kody asked Robyn if she remembered him referring to her as his soulmate, to which Robyn reminded him that he used to make fun of that term. Kody and Robyn cautiously avoided discussing the topic of being each other's soulmates. Kody's comment implied that he currently regarded his remaining wife, Robyn, as his soulmate, but he appeared unsure if he had felt the same way about her when they first got together in 2010. Additionally, Robyn brought up Kody's previous sentiments, recalling how he used to mock the concept of soulmates. She pointed out that the notion of her being Kody's soulmate was never realistic, as he was also married to Christine, Meri, and Janelle at the time. Kody and Robyn's conversation about being each other's soulmates indicates that they used to prioritize polygamy. It appears that they made an effort to adhere to the rules of plural marriage by not referring to each other as soulmates.